Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 12th of June 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. We have the World, which is the final card of the major arcana, the Two of Cups, and the Star. Wow, what a combination. So we've got two major arcana cards and a minor arcana card. The World is going through every major fundamental thing that the universe forces you to engage with on planet Earth, and coming to the end of that journey and really fulfilling yourself and completing yourself. So we see this lotus flower, and the metaphor of the lotus is really apt. It starts down in the murky, muddy depths of a pool of a pond, and it has to fight through the mud and the darkness and the opaqueness of the water to get to the top. But it has this innate knowing that it needs to get to the top. Once it gets past the surface and it breaks free, this thing that has spent most of its life underwater in the dirt opens up and thrives and blossoms and turns into a beautiful flower. This woman is sitting on top of the world, which means that she has mastered the world. The Fool's journey is all about coming into the world, connecting with spirit and the earth, then meeting your mother, meeting your father, going to school, falling in love, being successful in certain things, having to show inner strength when things aren't so easy, looking within, facing transition and change, and going through the whole process of the first 21 cards of the major arcana. She has done that, and what she's realized through that whole journey is that the world is an illusion, it's nothing. What's real is the spiritual world, and that she's a spiritual being having a human experience, and she can manifest beauty by being beautiful internally and by connecting with spiritual beauty. So she is fed by Mother Earth and sustained by her and supported by Mother Earth, and she's also fed and sustained by Spirit and her own knowledge that if she manifests what she wants, that she's going to be able to live the kind of life she wants. If she downloads the guidance from her higher self and it fills her with love and abundance, then she's going to find a world full of love and abundance. Here we've got butterflies, so she is downloading and connecting with energy of hope and freedom and beauty. And her life is going to be full of beauty and hope and freedom. The next card is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a minor arcana card, and it's temporary love. The Lovers is the major arcana card, and it represents soulmates. It represents two people coming together, being romantic partners, being lovers, being together for the long haul, and really being partners in life and learning from one another. These two come together, they look really young, and they become lovers. They're in the water, they're really emotionally connected. We've got this magic fairy rising from between them, and it's a magical moment. It's the kind of love where you're just over the moon. Literally, you're just so thrilled, and it takes everything away from you. So the fear you have about things in life, they're replaced with a sense of magic. I love this person so much that the things that usually harm me, the problems that I usually have to overcome, as a lotus flower getting to the surface, all of that doesn't matter anymore, because I've met the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and I'm allowed to be with her, and that makes me feel like a star. It makes me feel magical, and vice versa. And They learn from each other and they grow as individuals, and it starts beautifully and lovely, and it shows you that you can overcome things and that your perception of the world and fear is personal, because when you're in love like this, you focus on the magic and nothing can stop you. When this comes apart, the Two of Cups is a temporary love affair. When this ends, and it will end, you have to face the heartbreak. You have to face the healing process. You have to, or you don't have to, but if you want, you can work on becoming friends and having a different type of relationship. But it's a wonderful lesson in realizing that you can overcome fear and the world by seeing things differently. And even once you're out of love and you remember this moment, it's like, well, when I was in love with her, nothing could touch me. So how can I find a way of doing that for myself? And that perfectly segues me to the Star. And the Star is a woman who is releasing all of the negativity around her. And we've had her recently. So this is a time, these couple of days that we've had here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're very much about you shining your light and being able to work on yourself and completing your life mission and your journey through love, through experimenting with love, love of self, love of your situation, love of your journey, respect for yourself, love of your location and where you are in the world, love of your social standing, your financial standing, your health standing, what you're planning, what you've got in the works, what you're moving towards, and releasing those things which didn't work and letting go of guilt and resentment and fear and self-hatred and self-doubt. When you do that, you become lighter and lighter and lighter and more beautiful, and you're able to weave this magical, charming, glorious starlight around you, and people are going to be drawn to that, and you will be the most glamorous and gorgeous that you can be. And I don't mean that in a physical way, I mean that in an energetic way. You raise your vibration and you let out the inner star. We all have a star within us, because that's where we come from. We come from the universe. So we have this inner magical fairy within us. And she only comes out when we let go of all of the negativity, because she's obscured otherwise. She's a lotus. She's like a lotus flower. She's trying to work her way through the mud and break through the surface so she can fly and shine. And we as human beings, we can make that journey for ourselves easier by letting go of negativity. And with each bad feeling that you drop, you work your way closer and closer up to the surface, and eventually you break through, you blossom like these flowers, you blossom as a person. So think of her as the physical incarnation of the lotus flower. She opens up, she thrives, and because she thrives and is there and exists at such a wonderful frequency, she shines like a star. So it's not about physical beauty, it's about vibrating at a certain frequency where you love yourself and you're proud of yourself for how far you've come. And you're looking to the future and you have hope, and you exude this light, and other people are very sensitive to light coming from other people. You don't need to be a great psychic to understand someone's spiritual body when it comes into a room, what that spiritual body contains, whether it's love and light and shining hope for the future, or whether it's anger and fear. As soon as that person enters, you can feel the tone of the room change. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's really obvious. But the mission here today is that by connecting with yourself and by looking at how far you've come and patting yourself on the back and loving yourself and saying, there may still be fearful things in my life that I haven't conquered yet. But look at how far I've come, and I'm going to love myself, and I'm going to take a swim in the pool of love. And if there's someone else in there with me, great. But I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to celebrate the fact that I've come such a long way. And by celebrating, you let go of things like, I don't deserve to celebrate. I don't deserve good things for myself. You let go of them. You become even greater in your mission and on your path to become the best you can be, which is the world. You get to rule the world. You get complete mastery and control of the world by raising your vibration up to a certain point. And this is 17, and that's 21. So we're only 4 cards away from really achieving this. And it's about celebrating yourself, letting go, and realizing that you really are special and unique. Number-wise, we have 17, and 2 is 19, and 21 is 40. 4 is about 40 reduces to 4 in numerology, and 4 is structure, security, and stability. So it may seem counterintuitive that, hey, if I'm being frivolous and I'm celebrating myself, that's not going to build a lot of structure in my life. But that's really true. And that's a lesson that I'm being taught as well today through this reading. If you celebrate yourself and you engage in love and the process of love and you let yourself shine, it actually creates a foundation of happiness from which you can operate. So you don't sink back down. You stay above water even when things in future get more difficult. You've now climbed to the next plateau of the mountain and there's no going back down. You've done it. So because you love yourself and because you're enjoying your achievements, you build a new structure and safety in your life. And that structure and safety is going to catapult you forwards to the world. And it's interesting that we've got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 4. That's the difference between these cards. And overall, the number vibration is 4. So it's saying that you will get there. You will be able to master your world and to achieve your soul purpose, your life mission, your vocational aptitudes, love, romance, everything that you want, your health. You're going to get to a point where you're a magician and you can create whatever world you want. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.